get going, but you finally got going.
Yeah, I mean, against a team like this, NAIA, it's always tough to get ready emotionally, for all of us. So I think in the second half, we kind of turned it around.
What did it feel like for you, Alex, out there? Just tough to get the motor going a little bit, and then finally you guys did.
Yeah, it was just tough. We didn't have a whole lot of energy to start the game, so that's why I tried to come in and bring as much energy as I could and just be more vocal. We weren't talking a whole lot on defense, so just make those changes, help the team out.
Trey, what were some of the biggest adjustments that you guys made at the half to kind of come out the way you guys did a little bit?
I mean, it was really simple, just talking more and bringing energy. That's really it. I mean, we weren't playing too good offensively, but, we held them under 1 point per possession, and that's really all that matters. So, yeah, just emotionally. Really.
Al, it seemed like you kind of settled in there in the second half a little bit more, kind of finding your rhythm with the shot. Is that just kind of how it has been for you so far? Just as the game kind of goes on, you feel that you develop better and you can hit better shots as you kind of settle in better?
Yeah, I mean, obviously been struggling a little bit from three this year, but, I just keep trusting the shot. My teammates keep trusting me getting me the ball. So, you make some, you miss some, just got to keep moving next play.
You guys don't mind me asking about Western Kentucky, if it's okay?
Mm.
Last year you went down there, that 7'5" kid, he's not there anymore. He transferred. What was it like playing against that kid?
I mean, it was fun, but it was hard. He's contesting every single shot, in the paint. So, it was hard to get, layups and shots around the rim. But it was fun for sure. That's probably the tallest kid I've played against. So.
Yeah. How about you, Alex?
Yeah, I mean, he's just tall and long and, tough to score in the paint against him. So hopefully, it'll be easier this year not having to deal with that as much.
Yeah. I think he transferred to Ole Miss. So, season-wise, how you guys feel like you're doing? You're 4-5 now. You feel like you can get this thing going a little bit?
Yeah, I feel like we're moving in the right direction. Obviously, we have a lot to work on, but I have faith in this team, faith in our coaches. So I think we'll be good in the end.
Coming off the loss too on the road, I know it was obviously wanting to come back here and win, but was it anything else predicated of this is what we need to do to come back here and we need to really dominate? We need to make sure we're cleaned up before these big games start coming up here soon.
Can you repeat the question?
No, you're good. Just coming off from Davidson,
Yeah.
you guys obviously have a stretch of games here at home against some tough opponents. Was coming into tonight really just important? Hey, we gotta get all that stuff cleaned up, move on from Saturday, and come and take care of business tonight.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, if we would have got off to a better start, this game, it would feel a lot better. Like Coach was just saying, it kind of sucks to not feel, great after winning by 19. But, at the end of the day, we got the win. And, yeah, we just got to defend home court. And, we got a couple big games coming up, so just got to, work at it in practice and stay at it.
Trey, for you guys, I know last year there was this thing Coach talked about a lot about you guys being better on the road as opposed to being at home. I know you guys don't really think about that now, new season and things, but is it a little bit important for you guys, especially to prove in this 4-game homestand, like, hey, we not only want to win at home, obviously, but we want to show that we can, it doesn't matter where it is, that we can be dominant at home or on the road.
Yeah, I feel like at home we're always kind of a little flat as opposed to on the road. So I feel like we owe it to the fans that we can come out and put it to somebody and actually win games at home. So I think these 4 games are really important for us.
You just talked about. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Defense has been a huge point of emphasis for you guys this season. How do you think you guys are starting to move along there on that side of the court?
I think we're getting better. Obviously started out the season really bad on defense. But, it's something that we work on every single day of practice, no matter what. So, I think we all need to just buy into the coaches more and keep trusting in what they're saying and work hard for each other, and it'll all come.
We haven't seen you, I don't think, since the Indiana game. Was it your shoulder that kept you out, and how much did that bum you out not to get to play that game?
Yeah, it was my shoulder. I had like a bone contusion. And obviously, before the season, I was looking forward to the Indiana game.
Yeah.
Big Ten game. So, yeah, I was a little bummed out. But it was fun to see them play and compete. They played really well.
Yeah.
So it was fun to sit and watch that.
You guys are shooting a great percentage field goal wise this year. Even tonight, you wasn't super great, but it was still good.
Mhm.
What do you think's the key to that? Last year you were third in the country in field goal percentage.
I think just, we shoot a lot of layups, a lot of shots in the 10-foot zone, around the paint. So, yeah, but that doesn't really matter if we're not playing defense, so we just got to focus on that side.
Yeah, I feel like we don't usually shoot a ton of threes, so that definitely helps. And then, you got guys like Trey Calvin who never miss, so that helps the percentage out for sure.
He's pretty good.
Yeah.
Coach, any just first thoughts and then questions?
Yeah, well, it's kind of it's been doing this a long time. It's just kind of it's a bad deal when you win by 19. You go in the locker room, it feels like a loss. You could sense it from our team the entire game. The emotions were not very good. I thought, our starters were flat. It's an opportunity for your bench guys to come in and give you energy, and they didn't either. And I think some of those guys had opportunities to earn playing time tonight and didn't help themselves individually, and so, but when I look at the stats, we hold them 35%, way under 1 point per possession. They've been a good offensive team all year, averaging about 90 points a game. We hold them to 61 on I think 77 possessions. So all that stuff is good. I didn't think we were very physical. We didn't rebound the ball great. 12 turnovers, in my opinion, is too many, but we did have 18 assists on 33 baskets, which is a decent ratio. And it's, I think it's important that whoever you play, you have respect for them. And sometimes, we go play people that have never heard of Wright State. And, I think it's hard for them to prepare for us. And we know we have good players, and there's good players everywhere. There just are. 2 or 3 of those guys are Division I transfers. So it's the battle we have in terms of scheduling, 1. And then 2, when we do schedule a team like this, just emotionally, there's just such a battle. I spent more time watching film of these guys than I have anybody we played.
Wow.
And to make sure that I was ready, to make sure that our players were ready, and they knew that I was trying to send the right message. And sometimes it doesn't matter what you say. You just have to live and learn. And but it's not a good feeling to win by 19 and not feel good about it.
You subbed pretty quick. Looked like you were saying, "I'm on guys."
Yeah, like if you're not ready to play and it doesn't take long to see, then it's time to go. And so, we just sometimes you just get in these modes, and the kids, struggle, don't really want to be coached and fight you on it. And, we were just in one of those modes tonight, and, it just isn't going to be perfect all the time. But I think emotionally is where our team really needs to take some big steps, and we obviously didn't tonight. But I do too. I'm not just talking about the kids. I'm in that boat with them.
Obviously, Scott, the defensive side of the ball most important for you. Were you somewhat pleased though with the halftime adjustments defensively?
Yeah, we didn't make any adjustments. There weren't any adjustments. We just talked about, sometimes like it's their team. It's not my team. It just isn't. God willing, I'm going to be around for a different team. This is the only time this group of guys is going to be together. So it's your team. What do you want it to look like? That's all we talked about. There wasn't any yelling or screaming. And but let's get 24 game. We own the 17 on 19 shots. If a guy's going to take 19 shots, he's going to score some points. So I thought we did a nice job on him. He's a good player, and he was the most important one to get shut down. And I thought we did a pretty good job of that.
First of this 4-game homestand, obviously, you mentioned a different opponent in Bethel, but starting off with a win nonetheless, it set you guys up momentum-wise for these important games coming up.
I have no idea, and my hope is emotionally we'll be much more involved here Tuesday, or we're going to get smoked. We have to be much more prepared, and I would expect that we will be. West Kentucky is one of the fastest playing teams in the country, and so we're going to have to be much more emotionally involved. But I would expect that to happen.
I thought Alex had a good all-around game. 8 rebounds, 6 assists.
Yeah, for Alex tonight, he was really guarding somebody that was, not one of their top offensive players and is a little bit hesitant to score, Edwards, but he's a good athlete, good cutter. He's important to their team, but he's just not as their main scorer. And Al's been just about everybody we play. Al's been guarding one of their top guys,
Wow.
and so he was able to free himself up tonight. I think be more of a help position, which allowed him to rebound more, do some things that put some numbers in there that he hasn't done here in the games prior.
Coach, you mentioned after last game, you were displeased with the amount of free throws that the opponent was able to put up on you tonight. How do you think your team did tonight on the defensive side in terms of fouling?
Not great. Not great. I mean, they still shot more free throws than we did. This stuff is blowing me away that we can't get a free throw line more than this. It's been kind of a little bit of an issue for us all year, and so there's no reason for that team there. They took 23s, we took 15, and yet we fouled more. We put them on a free throw line more. So it just is, it's an area that we can really grow in. Plus, we're 10 for 15 from the free throw line ain't going to win many games.
Yeah, defense we talk about a lot and written about it a lot. What else, Scott? Where else would you want to, like your wish list for this team you'd like to see?
Emotional stability. We're just, we are all over the map, and I just wish we had more emotional stability. I'm the leader of it, so
Yeah.
I got to get myself under control.
How does that look on the floor, do you think?
When things aren't going well, being able to respond and get in the huddles, talking to each other, encouraging each other. It's like we're all over the map right now. We really are. I think, for me included, we had such high expectations. The start hasn't gone the way we want. And some of it is in games when we get into tough stretches, we don't respond very well. And that's where we have to grow up. And the thing about it is we got all these older kids, and that's what, in my mind, I'm trying to figure out how that's not better than it has been to this point.
You think they're quiet kids and that's part of it?
No. I think we got a lot of quiet kids, but I don't think that has anything to do with how easily we get discouraged and don't have more fight to us. And I'm going to say it again, I'm the leader of it.
I could throw out another one, it'd be all right. Field goal percentage wise, we talked before the season, you said you were third in the country last year. You would be shocked, I think you said, if you didn't do even better this year, and you are. And some guys aren't even shooting that great yet.
We weren't even that good offensively. All we did was stand around. I thought we took a bunch of bad shots. We post too much in bad spots. Anybody can catch a ball in the post at 15 feet. I can go out there and I don't have to draw anything up to get a catch on a guy on my back at 15 feet. And we're just taking the path of least resistance to go catch the ball instead of actually working to catch the ball deeper so they can't double team you. You catch the ball at 15 feet, you go to put the ball on the floor, and there's people all over you. And so we're just not very physical right now offensively. We're probably just the least derogatory term I can use is we're soft. We really are. And I'm not talking about being dirty. I'm just talking about being more physical offensively, setting better screens, not slipping out of screens, but actually hitting somebody, taking the air out of their body. That's what I'm looking for. And but again, I'm the one that's coached them, and here we are 8 or 9 games into this, and this is some of the stuff we got to get changed because we're just posting too much. Everybody's just running the post and trying to catch a ball, and we're just not moving the basketball and just playing freely and freed up. It just is. And so, those are some things I have to get changed. But we're still shooting.
Yeah.
Our offense, one of the top offense teams in the country, and still we don't feel like it's very good.
Yeah.
You talk about being in the post a little too much. Can you talk about maybe what has led to some of Brandon Knowles' struggles down low in the paint? It just seems like he, has struggled getting the ball in within 5 feet.
He led the league in field goal percentage last year. And, you would expect him to be very confident this year. He struggled with his confidence. And I don't have any big-time answers for that. I think one thing is he has to stop passing on the move. He's like putting the ball on the floor and jumping in the air and passing or passing it while he's dribbling. He's got to stop doing that. And he just, you know, I think when you go to score, you have to think about scoring and not passing first. And I don't, you know, he struggled to start the year. Then we went that tournament. He really played well, and I thought we kind of had him on the right path. We've kind of gone backwards here a little bit, but he'll get back to it.
Just asking about Western Kentucky, new coach, new system. Maybe don't have the 7-5 kid, you know, this year.
They play, you know, I think top 10 in the country in terms of length of possession. Like they're going to play fast.
Okay.
They get it in, they get it up the floor, they take quick shots, ultra aggressive offensively. I just know that based on what the coach told me. I haven't seen any film on him yet. I don't even know one player they have right now.
With a new coach, is last year's film valuable at all, or?
I don't know. I'll have to look at it, but I don't know. I my sisters might have time to go back and look at that. I don't have time to go back and look at it.
That's good. Thanks, guys.